Episode 3 of the Starter CAD PC series. In this video, we are going to continue from the last video, where we sort of just got a feel for the UEFI, but in this one, I think I know a little more. We're just going to try and get the UEFI set up so that we can install Linux. This isn't really something that I've had to do before. Usually I install Linux and then set up the UEFI, so and I've never done a new PC build, so my first new PC build is a Linux PC. So yeah, if you're curious about what this series is about, you can check out the other videos in the playlist on the YouTube channel. I'm just getting set up so that I see your chat for a little while. I am expecting to probably hop out of this. So I may not be able to see chat for all of this stream, but if you put comments, I should be able to respond to them. The problem is basically this laptop that I'm using will die because actually I have to write another note to myself right now. I've been using NixOS and I need to work with power management. So I'm going to write change uefi/BIOS for Mac running Nix. The reason I'm doing that, I don't know, I got that idea from from figuring out this. I was like, oh, maybe I can change some things so I don't have as much problem with the power management. Okay. So a few things that I think I know I want to change right off the bat. One is the RAM. It's running at 2300. And then there's a couple of videos that we'll probably go through. So let's see. We'll go to advanced. I'm going to hit F7 and go to advanced. And let's see. Just bringing up a couple of videos that I'm going to be working from. Oh, interesting. Why is that not? Okay, F7. Let's see. Let's see. Hi, Graham Nemitz. Thank you for subbing. The first thing I want to do is reset everything. This is something I saw in a video. I just want to reset it to I've never had more trouble with a mouse with a computer. It might just be because it's, maybe I need to install drivers or something. So yeah, I'm trying to remember where that is. I could also just search it. I think I'm going to search that. How do I reset to defaults? Quick search. How do I reset to defaults on Asus Tuf Gaming b550-plus Wi-Fi II? Let's see. So the top screen is like the BIOS setting up, obviously, and then this bottom screen that you're seeing is that's where I'm just, doing search and figuring stuff out that I don't know or whatever. I guess I can also just pull up the video. I'm just going to my channel. I'm going to go to history. I'm going to hope this doesn't conk out this computer. I'm sort of feeling the top of the computer, the heat that it puts off, kind of an indicator to when it'll die on me. How do I start BIOS setting? Yeah, this is the hardware thing. I actually had to do this earlier in the series already. But thankfully, this person, the elevated systems person, has a YouTube channel called, what's it called? I just saved this to a computer. Yeah, so weird. History is not always helpful. Or, sorry, I just saved to a watch list. That's actually on the channel. It's public, playlist. So if you're on my channel and you want to look. Hi, Renata Bela. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I saved it to a playlist because PC building is a bit of an art, I think. Yeah, so the name of the playlist is potentially helpful videos for CAD and PC build. I'll probably delete this playlist when this series is done. I don't know how you should leave it. Oh wait, no, that's not the playlist. It is specific. Let's uh maybe that is it. It's not showing up. Or maybe I'm just tired. Oh no, here it is. Helpful for configuring BIOS for Linux on new PC builds. A lot of those private playlists that I have, so you won't see that. It won't be that hard to find for you on my playlists. Okay. All right. So this is it. It's like I'll put this in chat. All right, and I will probably be killing chat soon so that my computer doesn't die. It was not happy with me running to it this time. Hi, Space. Thank you for subbing. Yeah, so guys, I'm going to kill chat. You see this bottom screen? I have it up so I can respond more quickly. I'm going to close the stream, which means I'm going to have to look over like a bit. It's going to be less convenient for me to look at chat for this stream. So sorry if I can't get to you quickly. All right, boom. I will try. I will try to get to you more quickly, but it is now closed. All right, let's see here. So I started to watch this sort of on my own time, and I was like, all right, I'll probably go on stream and get her going here.
Installed and see how it performs. With the PC pin connected to peripherals, it's time for the first boot. You should be met with this screen, and F1 will take you to the UEFI menu. From there, pressing F.
Thank you for subbing to the second person who subbed too.
F7
appreciate it.
Bring you to the advanced menu. We'll start in the settings.
So he's in a different thing. He's like obviously not. He doesn't have the same motherboard, I don't think, as me. So things might be in different places.
Exit. Make sure to.
But it's the same. They're both made by Asus, I think. All right, so he goes to settings and he goes to advanced and he goes to settings and he goes to restore to defaults. I don't have anything like that here. At least not that I think of. Let's see. Easy mode F7. Interesting that my scroll wheel, I can roll through these. All right, I'm gonna go back to easy mode, and we're just looking for something called settings. Defaults. I can just click defaults, bottom right. Defaults F5. Low optimized defaults. We're just gonna press OK and see how that goes. At any point, I expect that this could brick my system. Like anything that I do here, I'm like, that's kind of my level of expectation. Hi, Space. Space is gone. At least I think so. It can be. All right, let's see. What is DOCP? I think I'm just going to follow this guy's video for now.
Next, on the OC tab,
easy to get
enabled AXMP to ensure we get our full memory speeds and time.
So, enabled AXMP. All right, so we're looking for XMP. I guess is like, What concerns me is that he's working with a slightly different motherboard, so things might be different. Main. The one that I know that I need to change is the frequency, the memory frequency. So I am going to try to change this to, it says auto, so I don't know why it's going to 2100. Because I know the max for this board is, correct me if I'm wrong, but the max for the RAM that I have is 3200 megahertz. I've heard people can overclock it. I'm not a fan of that. I'm trying to underclock everything. And I'm probably going to, yeah, I'm just reading my RAM. It's 3200 megahertz. I am not a fan of, I don't know, I think one should treat one's hardware kindly. I guess, I don't know, it depends on what you're doing. But I'm just going to change this to that DDR4. And I kind of just want to save this right off the bat. And I expect that I'm going to be saving things often, because if something breaks, I want to know what I did that broke the thing. So I think I'm going to save and exit. I'm trying to remember. I think Control-Delete is restart. I may have to restart to see the thing. So let's see, F7, and then F10 is save and exit. I really understand, apparently. I did something with TPM. Actually, I kind of want to go look at that real quick. It won't let me click. All right. I'm going to be complaining about that clicking as long as it's a thing, which might be for this whole thing. What is that thing called? It's like TMP or something. I just want to know what that is. AMD FTP configures. I'm going to click on this. I'm wondering if I changed something here unintentionally. Enable discrete TPM, enable firmware TPM. I guess I did. Oh, that's why I said save as factory resets. Okay, F7, right? F10. So when I did that, I thought I messed something up in the last video. Launch CSM goes enabled to disabled. What is CSM? I'm gonna look that up real quick because I don't remember changing that. But yeah. So if I reset to defaults, it should have changed that. Oh, it's CSM. I'm literally scrolling through stuff, like looking for CSM, because I don't know how to do it. The word search. On compatibility support mode. I'm kind of concerned to disable that. I'm going to search it real quick. Let's see. What is compatibility support mode on UEFI? So I'm going to guess that what this is it just makes sure things are compatible with the hardware, so it makes everything run. And if you don't do it, then it messes things up. But I think I'm wrong. The compatibility support module is a feature. I'm just reading the AI summary here on the browser. Compatibility support module is a feature UEFI firmware that provides backward compatibility with legacy systems designed for traditional BIOS. Enables booting older operating systems and supports drivers that were originally built for BIOS-based architectures. CSM allows UEFI systems to emulate a BIOS environment, making it possible to run older operating systems and use legacy hardware. This feature is particularly useful with outdated hardware transitioning from BIOS to UEFI. Yeah, so it's generally recommended. Okay, however, as technology progresses, relevance of CSM is declined. Generally recommended to disable for betterness. So I guess we will disable that. It does concern me that it's going to make something not work, but that is a bridge we'll cross when we get to it. Okay, so what are we doing here? Doing F7. That's the wrong keyboard, F7. And we're going to do F10. And then it's something that it did something before that I didn't expect. It's kind of annoying. Like it turned the system or it restarted or something. Yeah, okay, so it turns off the system. And welcome to the person who just joined the stream. If you like chatting, I will try to check it frequently. So yeah, I guess it's just turning it off. It's hard to know if it's turning it off or if it's restarting. Oh, it looks like it's restarting. I pressed delete very quickly, as you saw there, so I could go back into the BIOS. Great, okay, so that just, when you save and exit, it just restarts the system. All right, what's next? I'm gonna keep working through this video. I'm just closing some stuff here to get. What is happening? My browser's trying to get me to do something I don't care about. I really like to read things. However, I don't know, something about streaming changes one's workflow.
Now, since I'm using the Ryzen 7600.
Yeah, he's talking about underclocking his CPU.
5-watt TDP. I want to undervolt my CPU, and MSI makes it easy under advanced CPU configuration. Click TDP and select the 65.
I am going to look at this. Anything he's doing, I'm looking at just so that I can familiarize myself with the stuff here. All right, so he goes to. What do you go to? Overclocking and advanced TMP. Where is he?
Click config TDP and select the C5.
Now, where are you, dude?
And CPU configuration, CPU, and MSI makes this easy.
So where was he before? Like he's thing called OC. I just want to know what that stands for so that I can help myself navigate. What is OC on Asus motherboards? Motherboard uefi. The words, man, the words are. It stands for overclocking. So there's a whole section for overclocking on his motherboard. I wonder if mine has that. OC for overclocking. AMD overclocking. All right, so I'm in advanced, and I go to AMD overclocking. I'm going to see if this is it. Okay. Huh. I wonder if this is what I need to do. It's asking me to accept, saying it damages the processor. It can. And I don't want to clock, but I am wondering if I need to accept in order to change the settings to underclock. If you know, please put in chat or comments. I'm just going to continue for now. Anything like this, I'm not going to, get too deep into that. I'm just going to pass on that part of it. But I am going to write a little note to myself that says underclock CPU. And this is just so that I can watch videos or do research off stream. Underclock CPU on Tuf Gaming. Just that I know how to do it if I need to get in. Yeah.
Click config TDP, select the 65-watt option. This essentially turns my 7600X into a 7600. If you're using the 7600 non-X, you shouldn't need to tweak. But if you do find your CPU...
So I think I do. The thing is he's talking about, he's using an X, 7600X, right? He's using a processor that has that has overclocking, right? The processor that I'm using is equivalent to a 3700X. So mine should be able to be overclocked too, I think, if I remember right, because the 3700X can overclock. And that's what I intended to get, but I ended up with this other one because that's what they shipped me. I decided to stick with it. And so, yeah, I'm wondering if I should underclock it or something. I don't really know. We're just going to continue for now.
Thermally throttling, you can set a thermal limit to automatically undervolt it. You'll find this option in the same menu.
He says you can set a thermal limit to automatically undervolt your CPU. Love that. That seems like a really intelligent design thing.
Under AMD overclocking, select
or just a really logical.
And here you can set a thermal limit of 85 degrees.
All right, I'm just going to write, let's see, how to set thermal point for processor on Asus Tuf Gaming b550-plus Wi-Fi II. To set a thermal point for your processor, you can use the Fan Expert 4 utility. This is a part of Armory software suite. Okay. I'm going to add to this search on Wi-Fi 2 on in BIOS. I would assume he's using a newer motherboard that's just all around better. So, yeah, it didn't get my overview here. So it might not be possible on this motherboard. So let's continue here.
Of course, you can always dive into advanced options and manually configure the voltage curve of your CPU for an optimal balance of thermals and performance. But I found the one-click options work really well. Before exiting the UEFI, I took time in the hardware monitor tab to tweak my fan curves. I increased the fan
hardware monitor tab. Let's go to monitor. Let's just look at that. So this you can. It looks like I can set this stuff. So maybe this is like maybe in monitor or CPU temperature. This is where I could change that. I'm not sure though, right? Like it says 36 Celsius. If I get to 35 or 38 Celsius, does that mean that at 35 or 38 or whatever that it automatically is going to turn off the computer or something, or turn off the CPU? I don't know. I'm going to write other notes like understand monitor tab. I was looking at a video that's like a walkthrough of like a deep dive of this motherboard. Maybe I'll search again, deep dive of B550. I don't think I found one. Like like it's helpful if someone just goes through every single, like this is what this does, and it's like categorized, but I didn't find that. So.
And step up and step down lines, and set a more moderate curve for the CPU fan. If you put case fan into the header near the CPU, like I did.
Hardware monitor. I thought there was a hardware tab. Maybe I'm wrong though. I don't see a hardware tab. Tool. Oh, Asus Armory. It looks like that is a thing here. Download and install Armory. Create app enabled. I might disable that. We'll see. Secure view. I am going to go to secure view. There's something here. Yeah. Other OS. OS type. Other OS. We do want it on. Yeah.
We'll need to adjust that as it's set to 100% idle, enabling smart fan mode and setting a slower, quieter curve that matches the fan at 60% while help keep the noise down while still pushing some hot air out of the top case. Now, just save and exit and the PC is ready to get minty. We'll need access.
Okay, wow. Now he just goes to his install. So I don't know if really anything needs to be changed. So the one thing that I'm concerned about is the graphics card driver. So I am going to reboot. Let's see. I don't know if I changed anything. I'm going to reboot and I'm going to try and get the same screen that I had before. was just the post screen. F7, no, F7, save and exit with F10. You haven't made any changes. Okay. I'm just deciding if I want to Control Delete to restart. I think that restarts. Let's just, okay, sure. Control Delete. That did not. I'll do that on stream. I think that's a useful thing. How to restart Wow. Asus Tuf Gaming motherboard with keyboard. I could also write hotkeys. I did this before. It worked before, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I'd never learned that too. All right, it looks. Pushing the power button, maybe F2. I swore it was Control Alt. Control Alt. It is Control Alt Delete. I think I was pressing Control Shift Delete. So I'm just gonna leave. I'm not gonna go into the BIOS. I'm gonna see if the post screen comes up, and if the post screen comes up, it has this that it had yesterday on screen. Yo, what's up, Aiden? Aiden Lolly, how's it going? What's going on? Okay, interesting. So it goes right into the BIOS. That's what I'm a little concerned about. It had, when it posted, it basically said like graphics card driver needs to be updated. I guess I could look at my old screen. I'm tempted to do that now. I guess I could do it on stream here. Because here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want to install or something and get to the point where I don't have any display. I can't even type commands into the computer, right? I don't want to get into a point where it's either incredibly hard to fix a problem to make the computer run or incredibly, I guess that's it. That is not a point that I want to get. So I think I'm going to look that up on stream real quick and just like talk, see if it's worth it, or if I should change it or thing. I have a feeling I'm not going to change it, but we'll see. So I am just going to go to my own channel, and I'm going to go to yesterday's stream. Your channel. And let's see, live. And I go to, I want to delete this. I guess I can't. I'm going to 72 and I don't have anything else open. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if it's gonna be able to zoom in enough. This is kind of not like. I now experience what y'all experience, which is you can't actually see what's going on. So it's like that I talk through it. Yeah, I can't zoom in. What did it say? I guess I could listen to it, but I have to figure out where it says.
Oh, it looks like it's found the box. You don't even need the light. Big girl, high gloss.
I feel like I've talked about this in a couple of videos or streams now. Oh, okay. I do read it here around 347 or 313 or something. Read the whole thing.
That's the speed of processor.
Yeah, I'm reading through the whole thing. Great. You said 92, Aiden, on my last channel I had 97, but I got logged out. What happened to your last channel, Aiden? You got logged out? What does that mean? You like lost your password? Tell me your story.
So we are going to have to change the DDR4 to 3200.
At the beginning of this thing. The beginning of my yap fest. I don't know where it is, so I'm just going.
Hey, big girl.
All right, we're starting at 240. So we'll see if that's. What type of videos did you make, Aiden, on that last channel?
Yeah, so we may lose bottom screen here, Amy, but we're gonna start here. Please enter setup to repair BIOS setting. The VGA card is not supported, so we're just gonna go.
It says the VGA card is not supported. Okay, I am gonna listen to the whole thing. I think, or maybe I can look it up. Aiden, I saw you wrote something long. I'm gonna look at it in a minute. Let's see. I had to go to school and I wanted to record a video, but then I saw my channel was gone and I tried to log back in, but then it said your account will be deleted. Uh-oh. Interesting. Was it because you're using like a school computer or something, maybe? I guess that's what my first guess was. All right, so the VGA is not supported. So I'm going to type in, what am I typing in? Boot post says VGA card is not supported. Now, what's weird about that is it says it's not supported. However, I don't have an integrated, like my CPU does not have any integrated graphics. So, like, I don't know how I'd get to this screen if the graphics card wasn't working on some level. So I don't know if that's actually worth dealing with prior to next install. No, I mean sometimes in school I would search my channel and watch it. I got you. I subbed. Thanks, Aiden. Appreciate the sub. In school I would search out my channel and watch it. I'm a little confused. Oh, okay. But you weren't using a school computer, so like, yeah. I mean, you know, password management it's a whole thing. I'm happy to hear other people's tips and stuff. It's, you know, that's there's no perfect system, I guess. But yeah, I'd be curious to hear what type of videos you made. Okay, so VGA card not supported. The error message VGA not supported by UEFI, however, typically indicates that the UEFI firmware detected an older video card without UEFI GOP, graphics out protocol code, which means the compatibility support model has been enabled to allow the legacy video BIOS code to be used. Interesting. Okay, so you would use your phone for it? Like you would use your phone for making videos on your YouTube? What was your like most watched video? What was it about? Okay, so as I was saying, which means the CSM compatibility support module has been enabled to allow the legacy video BIOS code to be used. So I think, so remember earlier in the stream when I reset the defaults on here, like, I think the default, like, I changed it away from, I think the CSM was enabled probably automatically on some level so that the graphics card would work. And now I disabled it. So what I don't understand is working now. I'm wondering if it automatically got enabled again. So I'm going to look at. Nope, I pressed the wrong button. Got it. All right, so you're making videos and stuff. That's cool, Aiden. I don't know if I know who Lil Tech is. That sounds familiar, but rapper, yeah. What was I doing? I'm checking CSM. I'm checking to see if CSM was re-enabled because if I can find it, where was that? Boot. I'm gonna guess boot. Seems like CSM. Okay, I was right. Cool. Compatibility support module. It's still disabled, so I don't know how it's working. But you know, it's an AI summary, so maybe it's wrong. I don't know what's going on. I will read the rest of this though. One common solution is to use an HDMI cable to the VGA card to the device's motherboard. especially if the motherboard BIOS supports the ability to display multiple monitors simultaneously. Here's what I don't understand. The graphics card that I have only have DisplayPort, I think, unless they have like it had like 1K. It had 1K. Was it a short? How many minutes was that video? What I'm doing is I'm setting up the BIOS or the UEFI of this new PC build that I've been doing. The whole playlist here is the whole series I've been doing is a playlist account called Starter CAD PC, and I'm setting up the BIOS. This is my first build, so that it will work with Linux. That is what this stream is. And the whole series has been like the build, the hardware, sourcing the parts, some of the research, I think. I'm trying to remember where I started the series, but you can check my channel in the thing, in the check my playlist in my channel. Okay. My approach is to reset by removing the CMOS batteries, clears all cache configurations. All right. Might be related to secure boot settings. Disable secure boot. I don't think I really need to worry about any of this. So here's, I guess my 2 cents, my understanding is at this point, like I can install Linux and I will still be able to get back to these settings. And if I break something, I will be able to reset the motherboard by resetting the CMOS or whatever. CMOS sounds similar to CSM to me. Yeah. Yeah, Aiden, that's what I'm up to. So I kind of feel like at this point I can probably move on to well, this is annoying. DRAM status. It's still 2133 megahertz, and it should say 3200 megahertz, shouldn't it? Anyone know here if this is gonna if my RAM is being minimally used? Information. It says memory and it says 100 megahertz, but down here it says DRAM status. And the max is higher. All right, that's a question I have. But it does seem like I might be ready on to installing an operating system. Boot priority. Yeah, I don't know. What else? I'm tempted to like. I'll do a quick search. What basic settings should I change in UEFI a new computer build if I'm going to install Linux? So the things that popped up, there were 5 of them. They each have a little thing. It says disable secure boot, enable UEFI mode, disable fast boot or quick boot, set the correct boot order. Check for BIOS UEFI firmware updates. I wonder how I do that. Maybe that'll be a next stream type. I'm thinking I'm gonna. I'm just gonna go to secure boot real quick and look at that again. This is kind of weird because I feel like there was another place to do secure view. Maybe it's an AI tweaker. Huh. I'm looking in advance now. I'm just like, because I thought I saw that there was a place where I could actually, security, main security. This is password stuff. Interesting. I thought there was another thing where I could mess with your boot. I guess, whoops. I guess I either don't remember or was wrong. This BIOS is so much more advanced than the last BIOS that I dealt with. It's so nice to have like a mouse. All right. Let's see. Am I ready to install an OS? I think I might be. Aiden, what's your question? All right, I'm gonna do my stream real quick so I can type to y'all because I think I'm about to do a quick like 2 or 3 minute BRB. Oh, I wanted to listen to the whole thing on the VGA card. I'll do that.
Right? And something to get to the RAM and reduce the RAM thing. It is odd because it says total memory 2133. Oh, that's the speed of the processor.
I am gonna type that too. What do I need? All right, I'm gonna open up a terminal. I'm gonna go to desktop, and then I'm gonna do. What am I doing? Vim. It's really just Vim. I'm doing nvim actually, and I'm gonna write VA card. Just VJ. No, oh my gosh, GPU? GPU driver note, I guess, TXT. And then I'm doing insert mode, and I'm going to type the whole thing here, right? And I'm just going to give a little note to my notes. It says on, oh, what am I thinking? Post on the Asus Tuf Gaming b550-plus Wi-Fi II Movo says it has a couple things it says. We'll see.
Okay. So we are going to have to change the DDR4 to 3200. But yeah, I'm just going to go through it here, start to finish. That's the plan anyway. We'll see.
Aiden, I'm still waiting for your question if you're still here, mate.
Oh. Alright, so just going to read this. The VGA card is not supported by the UEFI driver. CS7 compatibility support model 6, so there's change for better compatibility. I don't know what that means. For further adjustments, press F1 to enter BIOS setup. I'm moving kind of quick right now. Say what? What are you talking about, G? Say what's up, Bill? Check out my. Alright, chat is on one right now. For further adjustments, press F1. If no, press F2. We're going to press F1. I'm just reading through everything.
Man, I did not read it very loud. We'll see. Maybe I did earlier and I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, so the VGA card is not supported by the UEFI driver. That seems like a problem.
Okay. I did say the VGA card is not supported by the UEFI driver. So I would just need a new UEFI driver. This seems like something that I will know. I will have a better feeling for tomorrow, but I could be wrong. We'll see.
Need a new driver next to get. I pressed F1.
Okay. So that was about timestamp 4:35. I pressed F1. Let's see.
Supported by the UEFI driver. CSM compatibility. Support model settings have been changed for better compatibility. I don't know what that means. For further adjustments, press 3. Oh, that's the speed of processing that I was talking about earlier. Okay. So we are going to have to change the DDR4 to 3200. But yeah, I'm just going to go through it here, start to finish the plan anyway.
Aiden, what are you talking about? You'll just look. You did look. You know, I'll just do it again. What are you talking about?
Yeah. All right, so just going to read this. The card is not supported by the UEFI driver. CSM compatibility. Settings have been changed for better compatibility. I don't know what that means. For further adjustments, press F1 to enter BIOS.
Okay, I read. Seemed like I thought there was some other sort of error thing too, but I guess I didn't read that, and I don't know how to get to the boot load thing anymore because it brings me directly to the BIOS. So, I'll just type that in real quick. How to get to? Oh, what is it? Oh my gosh, I always forget the word post after I've already clicked to enter BIOS. No, I want to access after BIOS, not BIOS after post. Maybe it's because Control Delete doesn't bring me to post. I restart from the BIOS menu, it doesn't bring me to post. So, I'm just gonna make sure I didn't do any changes. FN, yeah, it says no changes. I am going to, I'm gonna just turn off the computer now, and then I'm gonna go to the post and see how that goes. Since apparently, yeah, all right, so I'm just gonna press the power down button because I don't know how to run from BIOS. I looked that up yesterday and it wasn't clear. All right, we'll see. See if we can get back to that post thing. This is just a check thing, but then after that, I think I'll look this stuff up because we may have to do some more stuff. But I press the button again. It's just cycling through its little lights. But yeah, if there's nothing that I after some research that I need to change, then I will. See, I'm not pressing anything. It says press F2 or delete to get to the BIOS. It still brings me to the BIOS. Nonsensical, team. I'll try one thing. Power off. I'm going to power off the whole motherboard this time. So I'm basically, right, I'm powering off the computer, but now I'm cutting power to the computer. Or I'm cutting power to the thing that's on the power supply unit, PSU. I press that little button to cut power. So I'm tempted to unplug it too. I'm going to unplug it too. I'll unplug the power. Give it a few seconds to let some energy drain from the system if there is any. I'm going to plug it back in. Okay. Now I'm turning the power on. Now the motherboard lights turn on. Now I'm powering on. Motherboard starts to cycle through its boot lights. And we will see what we get. Maybe this will bring me to post. I have a feeling it will not. And I was right. All right. I think that might be it for this stream. I'm going to take a break. I might stream later today, but if not, I'm going to continue a series. That's the plan. So, for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments. I hope you like and subscribe If you if you like, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff. And thank you for watching and engaging. I appreciate y'all.